The second game that we are reviewing for Inside the 29 for 30 is a Celtics game. We saw the Washington Wizards play the Boston Celtics on Sunday, October 30th. The first segment is That's the Ticket. I bought these tickets quite a while ago, actually. I think sometime during the summer. They are not resale tickets. They are originally released seats by the Celtics. They are in the second tier, 302. Ticket price is $64.50 per ticket. Got 3 tickets. So you can see there is a processing fee as well as an additional fee. Pretty expensive once you add all of that up. But this is the Celtics. The second segment is getting there and getting in. We actually stayed in a hotel very nearby. So not able to speak to how folks did drive in, though it looked painful. There was event parking at the hotel that we were staying at for $50. There was actual parking at the stadium for $58. It is right next to a T station, the train station, but a lot of people showing up on foot to this. Getting in was pretty efficient. There's 2 rows of security. There's different lines for folks that have bags versus don't have bags. The bag restriction is quite small, and you do have to go through a different security line for that. The third segment is hydration situation, and this was a bit of a bummer. No outside food or water is allowed, which I was texting Emma during this, say like, this is unfortunate because you can't bring it in. Water is a little bit cheaper than in Phoenix. It was $5 versus $7.50, but you're kind of stuck with having to buy some kind of liquid.
It seems a bummer. I guess I'm spoiled. It was a bummer. Center, but
yeah, so we bought a water bottle and split it 3 ways, which is a bit ridiculous. But you have to have something to drink, and that is the cheapest drink you can get is a $5 water bottle. The fourth segment is Concession Confession. Definitely a wider selection. I was surprised to find out that you can actually get clam chowder there, which
pretty cool.
Sadly no soup options in Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't think that would fly.
I think it's a great
Maybe
choice.
for like 2 months out of the year.
I think it's a really good option, but there they did have clam chowder. We are reviewing pizza. There's one option for pizza, and that is Sal's. But it is a big slice. It is, you can see the picture, it's longer than 2 hands, and it was fresh and hot and a bit rubbery and very greasy.
Yeah.
I would give it about a 6. It wasn't the best.
Gets points for being bigger, for sure.
Big points for that.
Big points.
Big points.
But for taste, probably not.
Little cheaper. It was $12.50 plus tax. The Loo Lowdown is our 5th segment. I went into one restroom about 30 minutes before tip-off. There was 0 line. You can see the picture there. It was in a U-shaped pattern, very clean. Everything was automatic. I would give a ranking for this bathroom as an 8. I really should have tested it at peak times, but I was getting food instead. So we're going to go with 8. The 6th segment is Are You Not Entertained? For the hype video, all the lights turned green, which was kind of a cool look. And they had the starters primarily kind of seem like they were activated for action. You can see a clip of the hype video there. Had some music. I liked it. I didn't love it. You saw it.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
The green lighting was cool, but I don't know. I don't think it would have gotten me like really that excited, which is what it's supposed to do.
They had a good response for the starters. I thought they have big flags and smoke, but just kind of lacked a bit of the zest that the Suns brought. I'm gonna rate it at about 6. The 7th segment is Rate the Fans. Overall, I felt that the Celtics fans were very enthusiastic, especially given that this was a blowout game. The Celtics came out We were literally up by 20 in the first quarter. So as kind of the excitement, I did hear someone describe it as boring after. Ooh. Not because the Celtics didn't play well, but because it was never close. The Celtic fans still were very involved. It was packed out. Every time that there was, kind of a call to action, fans responded, lots of cheering. So I can't even imagine if it was a really close game or, the finals or something. That place must have been electric.
I know for the first game of the season, we were able to watch it on TV, and it was loud the entire time. Even when nothing was happening, I was like, what's going on? It was crazy.
So overall, I would say, given that scenario, I want to rate them high. I would say 8.5.
Nice.
The 8th segment is the look. And this is a very positive look for the Celtics. Their parquet floor is very unique in the league, and I love it. I don't think it really changes, but it is so iconic. It just means basketball. Seeing that below their 17 banners, it's just...
And now they have the 6 on there. I mean, it looked like a 9 from your angle.
From my angle, yeah.
We know it's the 6.
For Bill Russell. It's just in person, that green is so sharp. And then, of course, in my humble opinion, they wore their best jerseys.
The ones that look like this.
Yes. Kind of. The fans were really in on it as well, in the sense of lots of Celtic gear. Nice. I felt even more than the Suns. Everyone was really involved. Green land. Overall, the look, I'm going to rate them at 9. Our 9th segment is, but how did this make you feel? Ranking the whole experience. I think that for me is going to be a 7. Not because of major detractions. This is pretty much a result of a blowout game. Which leads us to our 10th segment, but how did we do? I gave it an 8 going into it. The only reason it was a 7 is because of the blowout.
Our final segment is Bekah's breakdown and Emma's emotions. I guess don't have I don't know. I wasn't able to watch the game because I think it was on League Pass. So I just watched the game cast on ESPN, and even then I didn't really watch that much because it was a blowout. So yes, I guess sadness that it wasn't the craziest game. I wanted you to have a close game and something, I don't know, more exciting, I guess. Yeah. But still, jealous, I guess, that you could go. And then I definitely wanted, I thought the hype video would be a little bit more, or just the introduction of the players would be a little bit more, and so bummed that wasn't the case. But hopeful.
So many emotions. That's good. All the emotions.
Anyway, those are my emotions.
Okay. My breakdown is going to be a little bit different this time. It's about someone I didn't even know about. When we were in the stadium, my dad saw someone wearing a Len Bias jersey, and the number is 30. And he said, "Have you heard of this guy?" I was surprised to see someone wearing his jersey, and I didn't know about it, so I looked it up. And Len Bias was the very high Celtics pick, 2nd overall pick in the 1986 draft. He was great in college. He went to University of Maryland. And then 2 days after he was drafted, he died from an overdose. Very sad situation. He was kind of the basketball wonder that never got to be. The Celtics, Red Auerbach, gave a number 30 jersey to his mom at the funeral, even though he never got to play for the Celtics. They considered him a Celtic. Basically, the Celtics remember their past. This is something that matters to them. This is something that they want to keep alive. Even when it didn't necessarily go right, they had that legacy component that I don't always feel is present in other teams.
Really cool part with all those banners, they're just hanging there.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, this one was pretty special for me and my family, and
not for me.
And that's our review of the Celtics for Game 2 of Inside the 29 for 30.